Red and Black Ants 3. The Ant Clock. A long time ago, deep inside the forest, there was a very big clock, but this was not just any clock. It was made by ants and ants, and it could control time. When the clock ticked, the wind would blow. When it talked, flowers would open. Everything in the forest moved with the clock. But one day, the clock stopped. The forest became still. The ants and ants disappeared, and the clock was forgotten, hidden inside a hill. No one remembered it anymore. Now, many seasons later, two little ants lived in the same forest. One was Ravi, the red ant. He was brave, curious, and always ready for an adventure. The other was Bina, a black ant. She was smart, calm, and always carried a small bag of useful things. One morning, Ravi and Bina was playing near a flower bush. Suddenly, Ravi stopped. Why is everything so quiet? They looked around. The bees were not buzzing. The leaves were not moving. Even the butterfly above them had stopped in the air. Bina gasped. Time has stopped. Bina opened her tiny bag and pulled out an old map made of dry leaf. My grandmother gave me this map, she said. It shows a place called Time Hill. She once told me, inside that hill is a giant clock that keeps time moving. Ravi's eyes grew big. Then we have to find it. We must fix the clock. Okay, said Bina. But it might be dangerous. Let's go, Ravi said with a smile, even if it's scary. Ravi and Bina walked through the still forest. They saw a raindrop struck in the mid-air, a squirrel frozen in the middle of a jump, a stream that had stopped flowing. Everything was silent and still. Finally, they reached a big green hill covered in moss and vines. On the top, they saw an old stone door. Carved into the rock were the words, "Only the brave can restart time." Ravi found a clock in the wall. The two ants crawled inside. Inside the hill, it was dark and cool. They saw a giant clock made of woods, vines, and shiny beetle shells. The gears were big and still. A golden circle in the center was empty. It was missing the time key, Bina said. Then they saw a sign that read, "The shadow beetle took the time key." Suddenly, red eyes blinked in the shadow. Beetles crawled out. "Leave now," one beetle growled. "This clock stays still forever." Ravi grabbed Bina's hand. "Run." Ravi and Bina ran through dark tunnels. They dodged spider webs and jumped over cracks. At the end of the tunnel, they found a stone door with glowing letters. It said, "To open this door, answer what keeps moving even when the clock stops." It said, "To open this door, answer what keeps moving even when the clock stops." Ravi thought hard. Then Bina smiled and said softly, "Hope." The door opened slowly with a creak. Inside was a glowing leaf made of gold. The time key. Then ran back with the golden key. Ravi climbed up the giant clock and placed it in the center. Click clock, tick tock. Suddenly the clock came back to life. The gears turned, the light grew brighter. Outside the hill, everything started moving again. The wind blew, the raindrop fell, the butterfly flapped its wings. Time is back. Ravi and Bina both are cheered.